Welcome back to the channel, Ninjas. F- here with F-TV. It's another best farms this week, and it's a good week. I think it's a good week. So for our tournament, we have Slash. So Slash is one of the Mutanimals. He's pretty good, right? He's got a lot of great moves. I've always figured Slash to be very slow, but it turns out he actually has the same speed as Nick Leo. Right? So that's actually relatively fast, so he's not that bad. He has an AoE that removes focus, so that's really probably his best maneuver. He also has a stun. Either way, Slash is amazing, so you should definitely grab him because he's fantastic with his other Mutanimals. So this is going to be a good tournament for the character itself, but of course, always go hard for the mutagen, the versus coins, the greenbacks, all that good stuff, the shards, of course. But yeah, this is a good tournament character reward, so keep that in mind. When we look at the challenges, we've got Forces of Nature, which we've talked about ad nauseum, so we're not going to cover that one, but that is, of course, the place where you can grab Vision Quest DNA. So, of course, the characters you're going to want are Vision Quest Raph, Vision Quest Leo. And if you want somebody who looks really cool, Vision Quest Donnie. And honestly, I just don't know enough about Vision Quest Mikey to say yes or no. So he's a question mark until I do a deep dive on him, right? We do have, this is the first time ever, the Usagi versus challenge. It's on all week, right? So this is an absolutely fantastic time to farm Usagi DNA if you don't have him at 5 stars. The caveat being that you need might characters, right? So before we get into that, let's look at what else we got for the rest of this week. Later on Friday, we've got Graphic Violence, and then we also have the Might Platinum Gear Challenge, right? So the characters that you're using today for Usagi, you're also going to be able to use them for the Plat Gear Challenge. And then next week, we have Mikey Madness, which basically confirms that League of Leos is not a thing anymore. It's just never going to happen, right? Because we got Day of the Donnies, we got Raph's Rage, Mikey Madness, and they just don't do League of Leos, so sad face. And then City at War, Shadows in the Sun, that one gets done so often, it's so boring. Yeah, but let's talk about Usagi versus Might. This one is quite interesting, right? So as you can see, I have completed the whole thing, so I can show you the DNA that you get, right? So in the first stage, of course, you get Usagi DNA, Nick Raph, Dog Pound, Rocksteady, and Spider Bites. In the second one, switches it up to LARP Leo, Movie Raph, Hun, and Original Mikey. I actually thought when I went in there to use him, I actually thought that was Original Raph, but it's actually Original Mikey. Stage 3, Space Rav, Ghostface Killer Donnie. I believe that's Mutagen Man over there, and then the movie Rocksteady, I believe, is who that is. Yeah, or Reba. I don't know, man. And then, yeah, it should be Rocksteady. And then we switch it up in stage 4 to Classic Raph, Leatherhead, Bebop, and Rocksteady. So that's pretty good there. Stage 5. Stage 5 is where it gets difficult, right? Because if you look at stage 4, everybody's level 70, right? Stage 5, though, they bump it up to level 80, and these mushrooms start going pretty fast, right? But the characters you can get in 5 are some repeats there in the first one, and then for some reason, Movie Donnie? Like, why? And then the last one, stage 6, they added Ghostface Killer. Nick Raph is here as well. So you can get Nick Raph in stage 6, and I believe stage 1, right? So if you can only use stage 1, hey, you can still farm some relatively good characters. So don't miss out too much on that. From stage 2, who would I farm? Other than Usagi, they're actually pretty good. So the lowest priority would be, I would think, Original Mikey. But the rest of them are pretty good. Stage 3, who to farm? Space Raph. It's probably going to be your best bet there. Stage 4, best farms. They're all really good. So whoever you want there. Stage 5, again, other than Movie Donnie, you can farm any of the other ones. Priority given to Classic Raph and then LARP Leo. And then in the last stage, other than Ghostface Killer Donnie, they're all actually pretty good. Highest priority to Nick Raph. Then I would say Leatherhead and then Nick Raph. But you can interchange Nick Raph and Leatherhead as you want. Now, I do want to talk about some of the characters that you can use in this, right? So this is the last one, level 90. I went with Space Raph, Original Mikey, Classic Raph, and Leatherhead. Mainly because, as you can see, my Raph is only level 80, so I've actually never platinumed him before. But with this particular team, of course, you have your taunt with Leatherhead. You've got a heal with Classic Raph. You've got an AoE and a stun with Original Mikey. And of course, you have a bunch of attack power, attack up, passive, and a stun with Space Raph. So those are very good. If you want to go down here looking at Super Shredder, if you have him, he's got a heal over time. He also has an AoE. I'm going to skip Nick Raph right now. Bebop, I don't know. I don't use him. Dog Pound's another tank if you need another tank. He's probably the worst tank in here, so I don't know. Well, actually, no. He's actually better than Ghostface Killadani, so Ghostface Killadani is the worst tank in here. Hun is very fast. Hoon is very fast. Hoon, as I say. He's very fast, right? So if you're going to use him in the earlier rounds, do wait to use his defense down AoE until after the mushrooms put up defense up. Otherwise, they're just going to overwrite it. Larpleo is really good for this challenge as well. He's got a taunt that gives everybody attack up. He also has a stun. This guy, this spider dude, he's got, I think, accuracy down AoE, something like that. Rocksteady's very powerful, right? So you can use him as well. Movie Raph, despite mine only being level 50, is also very powerful. You see, where there's no Movie Donnie in this list. Why would he be in the rewards? That's so lame. But yes, Movie Raph is actually very good for this as well if you have him. The best possible team, I don't know. I mean, definitely some of these characters here, but I skipped him. The best possible characters for this challenge is Nick Raph, especially if you have him like really high, like 90 and above. He can solo the first few levels at 80, just FYI. Just because of his counter, he's going to counter those little mushrooms every time they AoE him. So as he doesn't, even if he gets ability block from Usagi, he's still very good. So if you have a high level Nick Raph, just know he's going to be your MVP. Bring one of the two characters that can actually heal him, which is either Super Shredder or Classic Raph. You don't have a heal. That's kind of suck for you because you kind of need a heal. I don't remember if Bebop heals. He might. I don't know. But one of those two is probably a better choice anyway. But yeah, so we just want to throw out those nuggets of wisdom for you. So that's what we've got for this week. Hopefully you get your Usagi leveled up quite nicely. And again, at the end of the week, those same characters, you're going to be able to use them for the Might Platinum Gear Challenge. So that's going to do it for me this week. Keep it locked here for more TMNT Legend videos. My name is F- on behalf of the team here at F-TV. Thank you so much for watching. We'll check you guys out next time. Take it easy.